Picture this. You've just been cast in the biggest movie franchises of all time, and instead of popping some celebratory bubbly, you're facing a barrage of criticism and some seriously harsh backlash from fans and critics alike. Well, that's the reality for Will Poulter, the talented young actor playing Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3. Today, we're diving into Will's film career, his Marvel journey, and his passionate defense of the MCU against critics.
I guess as enigmatic as this, and that also has sort of, I don't know, a certain kind of like pre-established awareness around who he is and what he's going to be like, and obviously that comes with pressure, but that also comes with a really lovely kind of, I don't know, like a weight of responsibility that I kind of welcome.
From some intergalactic drama to reacting to some nasty press, Will Poulter is pissed at critics after the recent Marvel Phase 4 criticism. Before we get into the MCU madness, let's take a look at what led Will Poulter to this moment. With a career spanning over a decade, Will has proved his acting chops in a variety of genres. From his breakout role in the comedy We're the Millers to the harrowing drama Detroit, Will's versatility has made him a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood. But it was his role in the dystopian thriller The Maze Runner that catapulted him to international fame. As Gally, a complicated and intense character, Will showcased his ability to bring depth and nuance to any role. And let's not forget his unforgettable performance as Colin in Black Mirror Bandersnatch, which proved that Will is capable of delivering some serious dry humor, as well as having a clever approach to his characters. So how did Will end up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well, it was a casting decision that sent shockwaves through the MCU fanbase. When director James Gunn announced that Will Poulter had been cast as Adam Warlock for Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3, it was met with a mix of excitement and skepticism. For those unfamiliar with the character, Adam Warlock is a cosmic being with a complex history in the comics. He's been both a hero and a villain, and his connection to the Infinity Stones makes him a crucial figure in the Marvel Universe. With such a vital role, the casting process was undoubtedly rigorous. However, Gunn has expressed his confidence in Poulter, stating that he's the perfect choice for the character. Considering Gunn's long and sometimes sordid history with the MCU, it's probably pretty fair to say that he knows what he's doing, maybe not so much when it comes to tweets, but definitely when it comes to the beloved Guardians of the Galaxy. So, as for Will's role in the MCU, with great power comes great responsibility. And sadly, Will's big debut as Adam Warlock unfortunately coincided with a large wave of criticism aimed at Marvel's Phase 4. Critics have accused the MCU of prioritizing quantity over quality, churning out films and series at a breakneck pace.
Yeah, it was crazy. You know, that's legitimately the first bit of footage that I've seen since, you know, obviously being on set and checking out the monitor and making sure I didn't make a total hash of it. But it was really fun to hear fans' reaction to it. You know, that's a really special opportunity.
Some argue that this approach has led to a decline in the overall quality of Marvel's output. This criticism has not gone unnoticed by the cast and crew of the MCU, and Will Poulter in particular has come to the defense of the franchise. In response to the naysayers, Will passionately argued that the sheer size of Marvel's programming makes it impossible for every project to appeal to everyone. He emphasized that Marvel's goal is to entertain and engage with their fans by creating content that speaks to a variety of tastes and preferences. During an interview with Josh Horowitz, Poulter delved deep into his Marvel-tune mindset. But the folks at the top are, deeply and passionately invested in the quality of the material. James is a prime example of that. Poulter and Horowitz went on to discuss the trajectory of actors' careers, both during their times at Marvel and afterward. Using the example of Benedict Cumberbatch, the two men agreed that there is a way to approach having a role in a massive franchise without losing your entire personhood or creative integrity to it. That being said, with the way Will jumped to defend the higher-ups at Marvel, it sounds like he's already fallen in line for the next decade or so, where he will undoubtedly be taking up residence at the MCU. So, as far as the quality over quantity ideals, that Will was assured the folks at the top are deeply and passionately invested in. It's important to remember that not everyone will agree on what constitutes as quality content. What one person might see as a lackluster film or series, another might view as a masterpiece. The beauty of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that it offers something for everyone, from the casual fan to the die-hard comic book enthusiast. Fans of the MCU are incredibly passionate about their heroes and stories they've come to love. Their opinions should be respected and valued, even if they differ from those of critics, actors, and even directors. After all, it's the fans who have made the MCU the cultural behemoth that it is today. It's fair to say the fans have earned their right to be weary of certain creative choices. After all, the MCU wouldn't have made it to Phase 4 without its fans. So, what was included in Phase 4? And why exactly was there so much controversy? Well, Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe was initially met with great anticipation, as it promised to introduce fresh storylines, new heroes, and more diverse genres. But things never seem to go as planned in showbiz. MCU Phase 4 has drawn some pretty harsh criticisms, particularly for failing to live up to the high standards set by its predecessors. Some argue that the rollout of Phase 4 was marred by a lack of consistency, with the pandemic leading to delayed releases and the rapid expansion of content on Disney+. Critics assert that the films and series in this phase have become formulaic and lack the depth, heart, and nuance seen in earlier installments. With 7 films, 8 television series, and 2 TV specials, the franchise is churning out content faster than the speed of light. That's 17 productions in the span of 2021 to 2022, only 1 year. And in that year, the MCU introduced over 70 new main characters. This begs the question, how well can these characters not only be developed and delivered, but maintained when they're being put on screen in such a short amount of time? The MCU's shift towards exploring various content delivery types has also sparked debate about whether the franchise can maintain its core audience as it ventures into new territories and new material. While Phase 4 has had its fair share of controversies, it would be wise to remind ourselves that the landscape of entertainment is ever evolving, and the MCU is clearly no exception. Only time will tell if Marvel can learn from these criticisms and continue to captivate audiences with their unique brand of storytelling, or alienate the very fans that made them the biggest film franchise in the world. But let's not forget the person at the center of this controversy, Will Poulter. As an actor, he has consistently demonstrated his dedication to his craft and his ability to excel in various roles.
I mean, every actor, a lot of actors, the majority of actors have eyebrows, so it is weird that just me comes up. I'm trying not to do anything too eyebrowy.
The criticism surrounding Marvel's Phase 4 should not overshadow the hard work and talent that Will is bringing to the role of Adam Warlock. Instead of focusing on the negativity, Will should at the very least be able to celebrate the fact that his talent as an actor allowed him to join the iconic MCU and is now ready to bring a complex character to life. Will Poulter deserves fans' support and encouragement as he embarks on this exciting new chapter in his career and as he takes on the role of Adam Warlock. At the end of the day, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a tapestry of interconnected stories and characters, each with its unique appeal. While not every film or series may be a home run for every viewer, it's essential to remember the passion and dedication that goes into creating this universe. From the talented actors like Will Poulter to the devoted fans who stand by their favorite heroes, the MCU is a testament to the power of storytelling and the magic of cinema. So, despite the controversy surrounding MCU's 4th phase, and despite the fact Will Poulter was pissed at the criticism of the critics, there's undoubtedly much Marvel magic to look forward to in the near future.